Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm here talking about American League Championship Series, Game 4. Man, what a heartbreaker for the freaking Cleveland Guardians, man. They lose 8-6. They come all the way back from 6-2. And Emmanuel Clase, man, back-to-back nights. Chokes. They got lucky last night. They won. But tonight, they lost. And some of the Guardians' dominant arms struggled. Kate Smith gave up that 3-run homer. Clase gives up 2 runs. One of them was an error, but you got to have a clean inning there against the bottom of the lineup. He just simply didn't. And the defense didn't play clean either, with Rocchio having an error. He gives up an RBI single as well. And by the WPA bullpen thing, the Guardians had the best bullpen on record for a single season. Clase had one of the best reliever seasons on record, and it's breaking down. And for a variety of reasons, one of those reasons is that the Yankees are quite good, but his stuff was down to tick tonight. There could have been some fatigue. I mean, he got that cutter back up to 100, 101, but Clase and Smith's stuff was down a tick. It was pretty noticeable. There might have been some fatigue, and opponents are also seeing them more and more, gaining an advantage when a hitter when an opposing team sees that reliever over and over and over and over, they're going to be able to hit him. And the lack of Cleveland starting pitching has also been a problem. Gavin Williams, you only get 2.1 innings pitched out of Gavin Williams tonight. And the starting pitching quality, the lack of it, is overextending the group as a whole from the bullpen. So that's not really helping your bullpen when your starters are only going 2, 3, 4 innings. That's not going to help. Like the bullpen overuse due to the lack of starters going deep in the playoffs, it finally caught up to the Guardians. It helped against the Detroit Tigers. But going to this series, it just didn't help. The lack of starters going deep in the playoffs, it's finally caught up to them. And a gut-wrenching loss after coming back to freaking tie this game up, man. And then the strike 3 call to Lane Thomas in the bottom of the ninth sucked. I don't know, I mean, Gavin Williams had 4 strikeouts in 2.1 innings, but 3 hits, 3 runs. I mean, it's 2 homers, 3 runs for the first time through the lineup, but I don't know. I mean, that's two homers and 3 runs. I don't know. Like, you probably could have kept him in there and let him go a little bit longer in the game, but they didn't. And now the Yankees up 3-1, one win away from the World Series. And just Cleveland, they didn't go away. I mean, they rallied, but Clase, we gotta talk about him, man. Tonight he goes 1.0 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, an intentional walk, had 1 strikeout. I just couldn't believe it, because he gave up 5 runs in 74 innings this year. This postseason, he has thrown 5 innings, and he's given up 9 runs. He has been an absolute disaster in these playoffs, man. He has over a 9 ERA. Like, I'd never be able to trust him in the playoffs ever again, because 4 blown saves, 9 runs. He's given up 4 home runs in these playoffs. Either 3 or 4, something like that. He's been horrible. And it was pretty sad when Scoball was in the AL Cy Young talks. People were like, "Oh, Emmanuel Clase. Ooh, Emmanuel Clase." I'm like, dude's a reliever. Like, calm down. Just terrible. And the curse of comparing him to Mariano Rivera. People compared him to Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera wouldn't do that. The light's too bright. They're too bright for Emmanuel Clase. Here's the light. It's too bright for you, Mr. Clase. Choke artist. And he just didn't show it for this series, man. That's why they're losing. Because if he at least records a scoreless inning there, Guardians can at least try to walk it off. But Emmanuel Clase, he's allowed 8 earned runs, either 8 or 9 earned runs and 3 home runs this postseason. Like, he has been absolutely terrible. And maybe Emmanuel Clase isn't used to this type of workload. They've used him now 2 straight days, but the big issues with him right now is between the ears. His confidence is rattled right now. It's coming at the worst possible time. And you could see it in his face for some reason. They keep pushing him out there. There's no reason to bring him in. You might as well put Andrew, or what's his name, Avila, or Andrew Walters in the game right there. I mean, Mariano Rivera gave up 11 earned runs and 141 postseason innings over 16 years. Emmanuel Clase gave up freaking 8 runs this postseason. I don't want to hear shit about him being compared to Mariano Rivera ever again. Like, stop trying to rely on Emmanuel Clase right now. Either that, or have your starters go more innings so you don't have to rely on your bullpen that much. Trash. But yeah, as for the rest of the pitching, Gavin Williams, like I mentioned, 2.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts for Gavin Williams. I wasn't sure what to think about this pitching matchup. Him and Luis Hill, they haven't pitched in a while. Gavin Williams, their first time in the lineup, he only went through it 1 time, gave it those 2 homers. I mean, I might have kept him out there trying to go a little bit longer, because the bullpen had been taxed, and when you use them a lot, it's gonna come back and bite you. They bring in Eric Zabrowski, who done pretty good. 1.2 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Eli Morgan, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Then we get to Cade Smith. 0.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts for Cade Smith. It's just crazy. Like, he just didn't have it tonight. He was down 3 to 4 miles per hour, which is a huge difference compared to where he normally is. But yeah, I'll blame Clase, Cade Smith for their performance tonight, but both really has overused them. But I can't really say that because closer, he should have done his job. Kept the game tied, didn't do his job. Tim Herron, 0.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Joey Cantillo, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Hunter Gaddis, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And we talked about Clase's horrible outing. As for the offense tonight, they had 11 total hits for 6 runs, scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the 7th. Stephen Kwan hit the quad, was 2 for 4 and a walk. Manzardo was 1 for 2. David Fry pinch hit, 1 for 3, 1 RBI. Jose Ramirez, 2 for 3 and 1, 2 RBIs, finally showed up in this series. Josh Naylor, 2 for 3 RBIs. He also finally showed up in this series. I've been calling for these 2 guys to show up. They've showed up. But it didn't matter in the end because Emmanuel Clase, their best player, has become their biggest weakness. Lane Thomas, 0 for 3, 2 walks. Should have been 0 for 2 with 3 walks, but the umpire. Schneemann, 0 for 2. Don't know why they started him. Brennan was 0 for 1. Johnsky Noel 0 for 1 and a walk. Dude, with the camera angle, I thought he freaking hit the ball like 400 feet. Come up short of the wall. Jimenez was 2 for 5. Hedges 0 for 1 and a walk. Bo Naylor pinch hitting 1 for 3. And Rocchio 0 for 4 and a walk, and also had a key error in this game as well. But yeah, we'll talk about the Yankees now. Luis Hill, I thought he done solid 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. I didn't think he was great, but I think he done the job over 4 innings. And then the transition to the bullpen. Tim Hill, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, and 1 inning pitch, but then it starts to go downhill. And this is where the bullpen of the Yankees has low-key struggled lately. Jake Cousins goes 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Then, Clay Holmes. Dude, Aaron Boone tried to lose this game. He put in freaking Clay Holmes. He chokes last night. They put him in again in the 7th inning, I think. It was like the 7th inning. Clay Holmes' reputation in the postseason has preceded him. Great in the beginning, but falls apart when he needed him the most. Dude, they had like a 6-2 lead, and he couldn't even keep that. They took out Jake Cousins for him, and he couldn't even keep that. You better not see him in Game 5 unless it's giving out Gatorade in the bullpen right now. But luckily, they won, so Guess people want to talk about Clay Alcs, but .1 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. They took him out for Mark Leader Jr. 1.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. That 1 earned run, he made that error. I mean, he done his job, though. I mean, besides that error, I thought he was okay. They left a few curveballs hanging that the Guardians should have hit. But overall, done the job. Tommy Kahnle, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, gets the save. Finish it off. Now their offense had 10 total hits for 8 runs, scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the sixth, and then 2 in the ninth to take this 3-1 lead. Gleyber Torres was 2 for 5. And an RBI. Soto 1 for 4 walk, 2 RBIs, had a 2-run homer. Judge 1 for 4 walk, Chisholm 0 for 4, Stanton 1 for 4, 3 RBIs. Freaking more the postseason kings apparently. Rizzo was 2 for 4, Volpe 2 for 4, Wells 1 for 1 RBI, Verdugo 0 for 3 a walk, and an RBI for Verdugo. So now we'll get to the scoring summary, and then we'll end the video right here. Soto made it 2-0 in the top of the first with that homer. Then the bottom of the first, Jose Ramirez with a sac fly. Top of the second, Wales made it 3-1 with a homer. His first homer of the postseason, I think. Josh Naylor makes it 3-2 in the bottom of the third. But then the top of the sixth, Stanton makes it 6-2 with a 3-run homer. But then the bottom of the seventh, things get interesting. Jose Ramirez doubles and Josh Naylor doubles to make it 6-3 and 6-5. Then David Fry with an infield single makes it 6-6. But then an error in the top of the ninth by Rocchio makes it 7-6 Yankees. And then an RBI single from Torres, 8-6, ended up being your final. So 3-1 Yankees lead. This series is over. Man, if I was a Guardians fan, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. Because you've done all that work, 6-2, you're like, oh, this game's over, this series is over. And then you tie the game, then you see Emmanuel Clase walk out and he gives up 2 runs. And they lost. So yeah, Emmanuel Clase, you gonna flex all your regular season accomplishments? You gonna flex tonight? Your rings, your regular season accomplishments, Emmanuel Clase, on your Instagram story tonight? But yeah, this was a fun back and forth game. Just wish the Guardians won. Game 5, I believe, is tomorrow at 8 p.m. So we're either going to get the Yankees clinching, or will the Guardians force a Game 6 in New York? We'll see. I think the series is going to be over tomorrow, but I could be wrong. I think Carlos Rodon's pitching. Guardians really struggled with him the first time. We'll see if they can adjust, do better in the second outing against Rodon. We'll see. But yeah, that's all to say here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm Alcs. Peace, and I'll see you guys for obviously Game 5, excuse me, and then college football later on. So yeah, peace. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more.